In Demon Slayer, there are breathing techniques that allow the Slayers to increase their strength, speed, endurance, and even speed up their regeneration. This is also true in real life. Learning breathing techniques and learning how to breathe can increase your physical abilities and help control your mental state. The main thing to understand is that when you inhale, your heart rate increases, and when you exhale, your heart rate decreases. So if you take longer inhales, your heart rate will increase and you'll be more alert. But on the other hand, if you take longer exhales, your heart rate will decrease. This will make you more calm and exhale more CO2 with each breath. Before we start learning breathing exercises, we have to understand the two different types. The first one is hypocapnic breathing. These exercises are a controlled hyperventilation, which decreases the concentration of CO2 in the blood. The other one is hypercapnic breathing, and these increase the CO2 levels. The logic is that by gradually exposing the body to higher CO2 levels, it will adapt. The first technique is the physiological sigh. This technique is taking in a deep breath and then taking in another small inhale to fill up the lungs even more. And then finally, take an extended long exhale. This is done to efficiently dump CO2, and it's great for reducing stress. Then there's the pursed lip breathing. It's similar to the physiological sigh, but this one you do a quick inhale, followed by a long extended exhale through the mouth with pursed lips. The focus on the long exhale through the mouth makes it great for meditation. Box breathing is also a great one to meditate to because it follows an infinite cycle. The goal is to inhale for 4 seconds, and then hold your breath for 4 seconds, and then exhale for 4 seconds, and finally hold your breath again for 4 seconds. Box breathing is just repeating this cycle until you feel more calm. Finally, there's the Wim Hof breathing method. It works by lowering CO2 levels with hyperventilation and then holding your breath for around a minute to renormalize the CO2 levels. One of the reasons why the Wim Hof breathing method works is because it makes use of the Bohr effect. As the CO2 in the blood increases, the hemoglobin starts to release more oxygen to the most important organs. Now, this breathing method varies your CO2 levels from low CO2 in the hyperventilation phase to high CO2 in the breath hold phase. So every time your CO2 levels rise, the Bohr effect starts to take effect. Finally, there's breath hold training. Interestingly, what keeps people from holding their breath longer isn't CO2 levels, it's the diaphragm. When you breathe in, you're contracting the diaphragm so that the volume of your lungs increase. When you hold your breath, you keep your diaphragm contracted, but breathing out a little lets the diaphragm relax and allows for longer breath holds. What you can also do is train your diaphragm. By making the diaphragm stronger, it can help you with holding your breath and also make you a better breather. Breath holding as an exercise has been shown to increase nitric oxide. That's a compound that boosts physical and mental performance. You can also produce more nitric oxide when breathing through your nose. That's one of the reasons why nasal breathing is better than mouth breathing. Overall, mastering your breathing has many benefits, from cognitive to emotional to physical. Controlling your breathing leads to controlling many other aspects of your autonomic nervous system. That's the part of your body you have no control over, like your heart rate, your blood pressure, and your digestion. It's a realistic way to achieve superpowered physical abilities.